Hey everyone, welcome back to Poddable. It's Mr. Poddable here, and today we're diving into the very first chapter of an all-new, real-life story series that's going to take you on a wild emotional ride. We're talking about moments that will make you laugh, cry, and keep you on the edge of your seat. Today, we begin with Jack's story, an inspiring journey from humble beginnings to a life filled with unexpected twists, betrayals, and a mysterious connection with Emily, a woman whose secrets will change everything. Buckle up, because this story is about to get intense. Have you ever wondered what it's like to climb out of the darkest pits only to realize you're about to fall into another? That was the story of my life. My name is Jack, and I came from a small village where dreams were often outshined by the harsh reality of life. But I wasn't one to be held back. From the moment I could understand the value of hard work, I was determined to make something of myself. As a child, I'd wake up at dawn, working alongside my father in the fields before heading to school. My village had little to offer, but it taught me resilience. I studied under the dim glow of a kerosene lamp, fueled by the desire to break free from the chains of poverty. That determination paid off. I left the village, earned my degree, and eventually became highly successful in the professional world. Yet, success comes with its own shadows. It was in the bustling heart of a foreign land, a place where skyscrapers touched the clouds, that my life took a turn I never saw coming. The city was a melting pot of ambition and betrayal, a place where people came to either fulfill their dreams or be consumed by them. And it was here, amidst the chaos, that I met Emily. She wasn't like anyone I'd met before. Emily was a strong, dedicated woman who had clawed her way up from nothing, just like me. But behind her determined eyes was a sadness, a weight she carried that I didn't fully understand at first. We worked together, our paths crossing in the most unexpected ways, both of us trying to navigate the complexities of our lives. Emily had her secrets, and I had mine. She was in a relationship with a man who was as manipulative as he was powerful. He had deceived her, using her for his own gain, leaving her scarred and wary. I could see the cracks in her armor, but I didn't know how deep they ran. Our first encounter was purely professional. We were assigned to the same project, a high-stakes venture that required long hours and absolute focus. It was during those late nights, when the city outside had gone to sleep, that I began to see the real Emily, the woman behind the professional facade. She was smart, resourceful, and incredibly driven, but there was a vulnerability to her that she tried hard to hide. As the project progressed, so did our connection. I found myself drawn to her in ways I hadn't expected. She was everything I wasn't: calm under pressure, emotionally guarded, and fiercely independent. But I saw through her walls, saw the pain she carried from a past filled with betrayals and hardships. I wanted to protect her, to be the person she could rely on, even if she didn't want that. But it wasn't that simple. In my mind, Emily was tied to a man who didn't deserve her, a man who had broken her trust time and time again. I could see the toll it took on her, how it affected her work, her health, her finances, her very spirit. And yet, she stayed. Maybe out of fear, maybe out of some misguided sense of loyalty, or maybe because she didn't believe she deserved better. One evening, after a particularly grueling day, we left the office together. The city was a blur of lights and distant noise, but we drove in silence, the tension between us growing with every step. We eventually found ourselves in a quiet corner of a nearby park, the sounds of the city fading away, replaced by the rustling of leaves in the breeze. Emily stopped suddenly, staring at the ground as if searching for something she had lost. Her shoulders were slumped, her usual confident demeanor replaced by an air of defeat. I could see the weight she was carrying, and I knew I couldn't stay silent any longer. "Emily," I started, my voice barely above a whisper, "you don't have to go through this alone." She turned to me, her eyes reflecting a storm of emotions. For a moment, she seemed to waver, as if she wanted to say something, but then the mask slipped back into place. "I'm fine, Jack," she replied, her tone distant. "I've dealt with worse." But I didn't believe her. And as the days passed, I found myself getting more and more entangled in her life, drawn into a web of secrets and lies that I wasn't prepared for. The more I learned about her past, the more I realized how deep the rabbit hole went. And then, just when I thought I had a grasp on the situation, everything changed. It was a cold, rainy night when Emily didn't show up for work. She hadn't called, hadn't texted, nothing. I tried to convince myself that it was nothing, that she was probably just tired or sick. But a nagging feeling in my gut told me otherwise. I drove to her apartment, the rain pounding on the windshield like a drum. When I arrived, the building was dark, ominous. I knocked on her door, but there was no answer. Panic set in. I knocked again, louder this time, and still nothing. Finally, I decided to try the door. It was unlocked. What I saw inside would change everything. To be continued? That's it for today's episode. Next time, we'll uncover more of Emily's secrets and see how they drag us into a storm of danger and desire. This is just the beginning. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next episode. Thanks for listening, stay curious, stay awesome, and keep it Poddable. See you next time.